Hi, and welcome to Why Communication Matters. I'm Sheena from Redhill, and today we'll be talking to Navneet Kaur, CEO and founder of Yours, on how she built a successful clean skincare brand that personalizes skincare for you according to your skin, lifestyle, and environment. Yours has been featured in the likes of Vogue Singapore, Elle, and Tatler, and more.
Hi, I'm Navneet, founder of Yours. We're a clean skincare brand that's on a mission to make skincare simple and sustainable. And how we do that is we create a personalized routine using technology and data science. So you can just click a selfie and it analyzes your skin, decodes your needs, maps you to the right ingredients to create a routine that actually works for you without having to guess or do trial and error. When it comes to building a skincare brand, it's obviously very challenging, and there are three main areas that I personally spend a lot of time on, starting with fundraising, where as a women founder, majority of the VCs I met were actually men, and trying to explain skincare problems and trial and error to them was challenging. And I think the other two challenges were more on the product development side and the packaging, where in line with our mission to be sustainable, I was looking for alternate packaging solutions that would actually be sustainable and recyclable. So it took us a long time to really design our packaging, which is now reusable and recyclable. And the third area which was challenging was, of course, the formulations, because as I said, when I went back to the manufacturing world, ingredients were coming from supply chains that people had never met the suppliers. There was no testing on ingredient level, so something that you order online, if it arrives, and it could very well be adulterated, like how do we know what arrived is what we ordered? Getting these ingredients from unknown sources and not doing testing, and on top of it, it was all white label, like thousands of brands literally buying the same formulation and selling it in different brand names, kind of put me in that space where I was like, why is there no real innovation where, how do we build formulations that actually solve the problem of today's consumers and are not merely adding ingredients at marketing level? In today's time, it's important to have a purpose behind a brand, because that's what people look for as well. I think the biggest thing that we're excited about at Yours this year is our sustainability roadmap, where we really wanted to ingrain, in every decision that we make, how do we be more sustainable? So for us, it starts at sourcing ingredients from ethical suppliers who don't engage in unsustainable farming practices. And then we have our own blacklist of ingredients, so over 1,400 ingredients that we don't use because they're either toxic to you or the environment and how they're farmed. So now we want to extend that to, beyond our packaging and ingredients and everything, to commit to being carbon neutral, to actually educating our users about the carbon footprint of small orders. So we've chalked out a whole sustainability roadmap for 2021, which is now published on our website, and we're very excited to see this come through as something that we're passionate about as well. When it comes to media, I think patience is what it needs, because it's earned media. It's something that you need to invest in on an ongoing basis, and it will not show immediate results, but I think it's important to amplify your values, your story, your brand story through media, so that when you're building brand love above product love, that's where the PR and media strategy fits for us in the validation phase. Marketing and PR continues to be one of the most important pieces when we talk about validation phase, right? So it's influencers and it's the PR and media. If you may be building a healthy top of funnel, let's say you have a great brand and you're able to find the right messaging, people will get aware of the brand, you will catch their attention. You have to learn about which beauty editors or publications do your customers actually trust and follow, for you to be able to go deeper into building those relationships and finding stories and angles and keeping media excited about talking about the brand as well, right? Where it doesn't just end at products. Like, for example, our sustainability roadmap, we published it just to have more transparency about how we're thinking about it, right? So things that you do differently and are authentic to you is what excites media to talk about you as well. So it continues in 2021 to be one of the most important things we focus on, alongside influencer marketing, of course. When it comes to working within PR agency, it's two things that you need. One is definitely having a very clear alignment on what the vision is, what the brand story is, because An agency will only be able to amplify your story if you give them the right inputs. And the second part is being patient with what the story is and what's the right way to earn that. So I believe a lot of times people get impatient in the first few months itself, but it takes time to build relationships, but when it materializes, it all accumulates together. So I think these two would be, very important. There's like very good alignment on the brand and being very patient. 2020 was interesting because when we launched, literally after 2 months, we were all in lockdowns and COVID hit sadly. The entire marketing strategy we had before launch had to change because the entire scenario changed. So going forward in 2021 as well, there are a lot of learnings we take from that experience as our business is growing very fast. And we're in 3 markets right now, Australia, Singapore, and United States. So we plan to spend 2021 in going deeper into the markets, finding more customer love, and relying on our customers to share and spread the word as well, because if you have happy customers, they help you build the business more, right? So that's what we are focused on this year, is to stay true to our values, grow the business, grow the team, and go deeper into the markets. A business tip I live by is smart work over hard work, because in startups it's very easy to get into the grind and the hustle, but it's important to pause and understand where you should be spending your time, planning your time better, and making sure that your team is aligned with what your goals are as well. So it's very, very important to understand, how the inputs will impact the output, because as a business, you sometimes tend to obsess about outputs, like what are the sales or retention numbers, but what's important is to stay focused on what the inputs are so that you're doing smart work and not just doing hard work.
So, did you learn something from Navneet today? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.